Saturday, April 17th on Accelerated Radio Network. This is Black Gold.
Black gold, black gold. You are black gold.
Welcome once again to Black Gold, the show where every week we celebrate all the great music and music makers who are part of, inspired by, and derived from the canon of great black music. Become a full or partial show sponsor of Black Gold on Accelerated Radio and let us carry your brand to a mature listening audience of Gen Xers and Millennials with discriminating tastes, cultural pride, and an active desire to support and lift the black community. Find out on acceleratedradio.net how your sponsorship of our shows go to support the Accelerated Radio Academy, where the next generation of great radio producers and podcasters are being born. Now, to become a sponsor of Black Gold or to become a community partner, reach out to us online at radioblackgold.com/sponsors and by email at radioblackgold@gmail.com and become part of the show that celebrates all that is golden and all that is black. As I say every week, happy Saturday, everyone. I'm Tariq King. All is well and getting better here at Black Gold, and I hope that we can say the same for you. I did miss you last week, and I want to take some time to do this because on Black Gold, one of our primary missions is to herald and kind of celebrate the unsung folks behind the scenes on your favorite black music and soul music. And so today we want to celebrate a very important figure in the Philly soul tradition. You know the music, you know the songs, but you may not necessarily know the common ingredient. The songwriter's name is Linda Creed from Philadelphia International. And of course, I have to make some time before our show is over to show love to the late, great DMX. We want to hear from you on Black Gold. Come on, let's go.
Black gold, black gold.
I thank you, Esperanza. Oh, you sound so pretty. Wherever you are. So to get it started, the year was 1976. And out of the sound of Philadelphia came this one. And we'll talk about it. You know, it's the Rubber Band Man by the Spinners to get us going on Black Gold. Come on.
Up on his toes, and then he wriggled it up. then he stuck his shoulder out. He wiggled it up, he wiggled it down. Got his feet to moving, that rubber band off the ground. He lifted it way high at the sky, y'all, and then he oh, get with it, y'all. Hey, y'all, prepare yourself for the rubber band, man. What you say? Oh, whoa. When the rubber band starts to jam, a rubber band man. How much of this stuff do we think we can stand? So much rhythm, grace, and debonair for one man? No. And then he had the nerve to twiddle his left toe, but through his knee, got the feeling in his head, y'all. Oh, come on, baby. Won't you find yourself hearing? Never heard the sound. Oh, he's my man, and he likes to jam. The band starts to jam, moving up and down across the land. Got a wiggle all in his waist. Everything about him seems out of place, but moving, just moving, just a rubber band man, just moving, just a rubber band man, get down, oh, get down, brother. Oh, he can jam, y'all. Oh, a rubber band. You never heard a sound, you never felt it. Till you see him move. Ooh-wee. What's he doing to me? Rhythms I ain't felt before. Just moving up and down me. Gotta move. I gotta groove. Like a rubber band man. Oh, oh, oh. Away twinkles and toes with the band around the nose and the feet. Oh. How did you do it, y'all? I don't know. I prepared myself, y'all. Can't see it show. Oh, I played my move. Drops all in his hat. That's when he went. Ready to jam. On to my rubber band. I'm ready to jam. I gotta do my rubber band. Twang, 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 twang. Lord have mercy. Twang, 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 twang. It just struck me in my bones. Twang, 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 twang. It makes me move, y'all. I kinda groove when I hear it. Oh, you gotta believe me. He's a jam his hat. Moves and grooves. He'll swing still. Oh, he's a big fat man that moves real good. Everybody on the knock on wood. When you see the man do his stuff, oh, done seen enough. Oh, just moving the shoulder.
Okay. We back. We're back. That is the Rubber Band Man. That is a song recorded by the American vocal group. You should know them if you've been listening to Black Gold. That's the Spinners from August 1976 on Philadelphia International Records. That, I believe, is from their debut. Their debut album was way earlier than that. But Rubber Band Man spent 3 weeks at number 2 on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100. It was, and then topped the R&B chart at the end of 1976. It was also a top 20 hit in the UK on their singles chart, and it hit number 16 in October 1976 in the UK. And that's the Spinners' Rubber Band Man, but it's written by Linda Creed, and that's someone that I want to talk to you about today. But first, let's talk about some other stuff. How you doing, Rashid? I've missed you, dude. I wasn't here last week.
Oh man, like I'm definitely felt missed, but
yeah.
I've been.
You good? You good? You
Yeah.
good? How you feeling?
Feeling good. Still haven't gotten vaccinated, but
That was my next question.
nah, I haven't.
Because you know I got mine, right?
Okay.
They saw the pictures, right? I mean,
Yeah,
because you
yeah.
were here when I got the email that was like, you can go get vaccinated, right?
Yes.
And I got it, and yeah, that's a load off. But you're still there, so not yet, huh?
Not yet.
All
Like,
right.
because like literally at the end of March, I ended up getting the pneumonia vaccine, and they have you wait like 2 to like 4 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
For that to actually get out your system,
Mm-hmm.
for you to actually take the actual COVID vaccine.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I'm worried about it because I'm seeing all the side effects. I'm just like I'm basically here. I'm the main guy here.
And everybody's rolling through. So I'm gonna pull my mask over, but I'm vaccinated because I'm like, well, I'm vaccinated. You don't have to worry about it. But no, because I could still grab it and push. You know what I mean? But I keep my mask on. I don't. I'm not around anybody. I pretty much exist in a bubble, right? So
right.
I'm the safest one, and there's no co-host. So but hang in there, brother. Hang in there. So. Let me thank everybody first. Let me do this thing here. I'm happy to be back. I did miss everyone last week. I thank everyone listening on the Accelerated Radio app. And as always, I ask you to please show your love on the Accelerated app by hitting that heart. You can also find us on YouTube, those of us who enjoy looking at my happy smiling face, by searching for Black Gold Radio on YouTube. But of course, the best way to keep in touch with us is to text the single combined word Black Gold to 31996, at least for the next month. I'm going to text everybody at the end of this week. And it's just going to be like a new number that's starting up, and it's going to be so much cooler. We're joining the community, and there's so many artists and political folks and everything who are making use of the community platform to be able to keep in touch with you guys a lot more closely, be able to have more interaction, send videos, all this good stuff. So we look forward to sharing the community number with you next week. But in the meantime, text Black Gold to 31996 and stay in touch with us, stay in the loop of what's going on. So we were discussing some of these topics, right? Because there's all first of all, you said there was a Lil Nas X debate, right? Let's just kind of get that out of the way, right? Because for those of y'all who've been paying attention to Accelerated Radio all day long, this was earlier today.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Where we sort of discussed the Lil Nas X and the debate of Christianity versus his sexuality.
Well, God. Okay. Well, that's a new, fresh topic. Huh? Nobody's ever done that one before, right? Okay. Well,
no, but I think the bottom line is that he's already come out and actually said that he is openly gay.
Okay. Yeah. Resolved.
Right.
Like resolved. Like not a question.
Right.
Next issue.
Right. But it came down to his music video, and because since America is such a Christian based, I'm like, but America has literally been the cesspool when it comes to actual religion, because it's a literal
cesspool. The opinions expressed by Rashid are not necessarily. Go ahead. Yeah.
Cesspool, melting pot.
Okay, got it. Okay, that's better. Different things.
Yeah,
got
basically, it's a literal
it's a mishmash. It's a mashup.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. It's a mixed mash of just other religions, because yes, it started with Christianity, but then you have other religions and other cultures coming to America. So it's like, to say that it's a predominantly Christian, base, it's like, it's not really, not really factual, especially when you talking about, when you have to place your hand on a Bible, you have a choice of which Bible you want
Rashid.
to actually place.
True story. How much time did they do on this show? Did they do the whole show on this?
No.
Okay, I hope not, because
No.
you know what I mean? Yeah, because doesn't it feel like that whole Lil Nas X debate is just like a long time ago?
Yes.
I know it was just 2 weeks. I fully acknowledge that.
It feels like a long time, especially in the days of social media.
This is what I'm talking about, and I don't know what to make of that. Like I don't know if that's something that we should just kind of go, well, yeah, well, that's what it is. Or we should go, man, well, that was really quick, but it does feel like 50 different things have happened since then. You know what I mean?
Right,
and so, but it was only it's been about 2 weeks.
I just think the bottom line is that basically he trolled the Christian community for what the Christian community did to him. That's the bottom line.
Well, yeah. Just like other people have trolled them in the past. I don't know if I said this on air. I don't think I did. But Madonna, she did the same thing.
Yes, you did say
Did I say it on air?
Yes,
okay, you know what I mean?
Yes.
I know I was talking to the other people, and I was like, we got to talk about this on your show. And then I wasn't here last week. But, it's the same things. The same. It's
Right.
same script, different cast. You know what I mean? So my thing is, shouldn't you all feel a little bit duped, a little bit played if you actually got upset by this? You know what I mean? That's my thing. You know what I mean? If you looked at it, because I looked at it and I was like, well, I know exactly what the next scripted step is in this drama here. Cue the Christian outrage, and sure enough, here they come right on cue. I'm like, man, aren't y'all playing a little bit more of a strategic game than that? You know, because the best way, what do you do to kill a troll?
You literally become the troll.
Oh, okay, that's one. That's not the answer I was looking for. That's one approach. But you starve trolls. You ignore people. Like the best thing we could have did in '86 or '96 or 2006 is ignore Donald Trump. You know what I mean? That's the best thing that could have happened for this entire world is if you ignored them. You know what I mean? So you ignore people like that. They want to get you upset. You ignore them. So, and I don't think he should be ignored. I thought the video was, all right for what it was. Now let me tell you this: it's art. It's his art, and it's his art, and it ain't mine. I ain't make it. You know what I mean? So I'm not. You can appreciate, not appreciate. You can appreciate something without wrapping yourself in it, right? Without it becoming you, right? So anyway,
right.
It didn't bother me, So there you go. So in the intervening weeks, because I'm glad that they're still holding on to that topic, considering how many police shootings there have been, and all the heavy stuff that's been in the news. We got the Derek Chauvin trial, and this defense attorney who. Have you watched any of this?
I haven't watched it, but I know that the literal defense attorney that is representing Derek Chauvin in the George Floyd case is the same attorney that's representing the actual female cop that was on the beat for like 26 years.
This is really, she hired him?
Yeah.
He's gonna get fired because he's gonna lose this trial. And then she's gonna say, "Hell no!" You know what I mean? He's about to lose this trial.
She's already had her first day in court.
That's all right, because he ain't lose the trial yet. You watch. Let me see. When OJ went to court the first time, it was a whole different set of lawyers than was there on verdict day. So I bet you one, but we're gonna get him better air, gentleman's bet right now on the air. That dude's gonna get fired by that female cop. Because she's got too much time and he's gonna lose this trial, and she'd be dumb to follow the lead of this dude.
Right, because I think the verdict for the trial is supposed to be on Monday, I think.
I don't know if it's that precise. I know it's supposed to be this coming week. You can't really say when the verdict's gonna be.
Right.
He told him to pack a bag.
Right, but it's like but
he told the jury to pack a bag.
Right, but for me, it's like all you have to do is convince one person, and that verdict can literally last for months.
Yeah, well, that one person better really think hard. I'll say this though. I did watch enough of it. On the one, I kind of keep going back and forth, and we'll throw open the phone lines. I have to do some. This is an educational program. I have to do the music education part, so we'll get to it. But if anybody watched this trial and they want to call, talk to me about that, because you may not necessarily have a lot to say about the person that I'm going to be sharing the music on, but you can definitely call and talk about this here thing. Because if you watch that trial, okay. I keep going back and forth. This defense attorney, okay, I get that everybody has to have a lawyer, all right? If you're on, so I get that it's a right. But I'm going, first of all, how much scrubbing do you have to do at the end of the day to get the sludge off you after really going into a courtroom and saying, well, maybe it was the carbon monoxide who killed him. Well, maybe he had a heart attack. Well, maybe he overdosed on drugs. Well, he did kill him, but he was scared of the crowd. You know what I mean? Well, he didn't kill him because his knee was on his back. I mean, this dude is, maybe it's me, y'all, call us. But it seems to me like this dude is throwing everything but the kitchen sink at this defense.
He's
you know what I'm saying?
Trying to actually convince everyone on the jury that
anything else
that literally the knee on his neck was not the cause.
Anything else? Anything? But there was one. Well, that was one of the. No, that was like one of the. That was underlying maybe 3 or 4 of the defenses. But there was one where it was like, okay, well, he did have his knee there, but he couldn't reassess because he was scared of the crowd. You know what I mean? Like the crowd is becoming hostile. And the prosecution would calmly get up and they showed the footage of facing the crowd, you know what I mean? And the crowd's just standing there. They're standing there looking horrified. Some of them are holding phones, all this stuff. It's falling apart every day.
Right.
If they don't convince...
They're horrified telling you to get your knee off of his neck.
Oh, man. I don't know if I respect this defense attorney for the good old college try, or if he really needs to be ashamed of himself.
He definitely got the cojones to be up there with his tomfoolery.
Somebody has to do it.
Somebody has to do it, but he just got to be the sucker to do it. But enough about that.
Yes.
But there was something real quick. It was the breakup of A-Rod and J Lo.
Oh, you know I am devastated, right? Because you know if those two don't make it, if
they said that they will still be friends. And
yeah, but she's keeping the ring.
Right.
This chick done collected more rings than LeBron. Okay. I don't understand this. I don't understand this, right? So this comes out, right? This chick, she got a ring from Puffy. She got a ring from Ben Affleck. She got a ring from somebody I forgot. I don't know, another wrestler or something. I don't know, some bodyguards. And she got a ring from this dude. She got more rings than LeBron. And wow. And the other thing I want to, how many men does this make now who have gotten right up to marrying her and then saying, nah, I'm good? Like how many does this make now? Yeah, okay.
We would have to Google that. We would have to Google.
Gonna have to hire a statistician too. You know what I mean? But no, really. I'm sad. No, I'm sad. I'm sad. Go ahead.
Right.
Express your condolences.
I was just like, man, this seemed like this was gonna work. When he's out here making moves. He was literally about to be part owner of the Minnesota Lynx, a WNBA team.
Why wouldn't he be that now?
He was in the works for it. But
it's done. The deal's done.
I believe so.
Okay, I heard something about WNBA, but I didn't catch the details. All right.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, listen, I don't know. I don't really like to opine on people's personal lives, but I would say this. You know what I mean? I guess she's just a very engaging woman, but she's not the marrying kind.
I mean,
I don't know. How many times you get engaged?
Good for her age,
but it seems like a real good idea to put the ring on. What happens to make everybody say, "Nah, take it off"? As a matter of fact, you know what? Keep it. Like, what happens? What happens? What would make, you know? I mean, and none of these men really care about the money, right? So I'm just puzzled. I'd like some theories.
I'm gonna have to go with the personality, but I don't want people to come after me.
It must be the lawyers, because it must be, again, it's right up until the point of marriage. It seems like everybody's real happy until right till you get to that point. It's just really interesting, except for Mark Anthony, who was like, hey, the hell with it, I got mine.
It's like you really got to know the person at that very moment.
At that moment, you know what I mean? Or maybe it was the wedding plans. As soon as the wedding plans kicked off, you sat back and said,
that he knew.
Okay. And this was the moment I said, oh hell, I done got. Yeah. All right. I where are we at? Okay. Too long. Okay. Well, guys, Black Gold is an educational program, and Rashid and I have been talking smack because we've missed each other. However, there is something that I want to go into. I want to make sure I get it going. So we've been listening to the Rubber Band Man by the Spinners. There is when you think about Philly soul, most of the time we think about Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes as artists. We think about Teddy Pendergrass. We think about, Gamble and Huff. And you may know the name Tom Bell, but there is a name that I'd like to introduce you to today. This is a lyricist that has written she's written the lyrics to any number of your favorite Philly soul songs from the 60s and the 70s and even the 80s, actually. Her name is Linda Creed. If you Google Linda Creed, you will see she's a very, very, very pretty lady. You can take a look yourself. But she was actually not technically black. I don't see any actual sort of racial breakdown for her. You know what I mean? But I think it's just really interesting because Linda Creed was born in Philadelphia in 1949. She was raised in the city's Mount Airy section, where she attended the Germantown High School. She was a real big music sensation in that high school. Then after graduation, she decided against college. She devoted her energies to writing and producing music, and she was working at this publishing company in 1969 called Mills Music Publishing. That's where she met Sly Stone, and Linda says that he taught her the songwriting technique that she utilized during her later career. So her career was launched in 1970 when Dusty Springfield recorded a song of hers called Free Girl, and then that same year Linda teamed up with Tom Bell, who was a staff writer, producer, and arranger at Philadelphia International Record, the Gamble and Huff label, and their first songwriting collaboration became a top 40 hit for the Stylistics, and it's the one that I got coming up next. What's this reaction I'm seeing you going through with Rashid? You're looking at Linda Creed. What are you saying? What's going on? It's just, she's very pretty, very pretty, beautiful lady. Yes.
Hold on, let me actually check this.
I can see.
Okay, so it's like, okay, she could definitely
she right there. I think she has this kind of it's weird. In the one picture, the most young picture where she has this hair parted down the middle, really youthful picture. If you look at Linda Creed on Google Image, she kind of has that almost like a blonde Sharon Tate kind of look. You know what I mean? It's just really interesting. Sorry, brunette Sharon Tate kind of look. But anyway, she was a hit songwriter. So we know these songs by Teddy Pendergrass, by the Spinners, by Dionne Warwick, by even Johnny Mathis has done some of these things. And Linda and Tom Bell were among the biggest hits behind the Stylistics. So let's first start off with this one. Everybody knows this one. This one is by the Stylistics, made a hit for them, but it was also recorded later by Diana Ross and Marvin Gaye. So this one is the first hit, top pop 40 hit for the Stylistics. It's Stop, Look, Listen to Your Heart. So if you want to call us and you have any Philly international things you want to hear in that vein, the number's 310-910-9676 extension 1. We're celebrating Linda Creed and DMX later on Black Gold.
Does it ever puzzle you? Have you asked why you seem to fall in love out again? Do you ever really love, or just pretend? Why fool yourself? Don't be afraid to help yourself. It's never too late to stop. Look, listen to your heart, hear what it's saying. Stop. Look, listen to your heart, hear what it's saying. Though we try, you can't hide all the things you really feel. This time decide that you will open up, let it in. There's no shame in sharing love you keep within. So jump on in. Head over heels and go right in. It's never too late to stop. Look, listen to your heart, hear what it's saying. Stop. Look, listen to your heart, hear what it's saying. Love, love, stop. Look, listen to your heart, hear what it's saying. Stop. Listen to your heart, can't you see it's not too late? Listen to your heart, hear what it's saying. Stop. Look, listen to your heart, hear what it's saying. Stop. Listen to your heart.
All right. Lyrics by Linda Creed, music by Tom Bell. That is Stop, Look, Listen to Your Heart. That's an R&B ballad. It was the first track from the self-titled debut album of the Stylistics that was released as a single on March 4th, 1971. That one reached number 39 on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100 chart and also climbed to number 6 on the Billboard R&B chart. Now, that's kind of started this role for Tom Bell, Linda Creed as a songwriting team with the Stylistics in particular. These became soul classics that were remade over and over and over through the generations, like this next one. Now, this next one was also a Stylistics hit. For the Stylistics, it came out in 1972, reached number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100. Billboard ranked it as the number 18 song for 1972. It also climbed to number 2 on the R&B chart, number 13 on the UK chart and UK singles chart. And the Stylistics recording of this song sold over 1 million copies globally, earned them a gold disc at that first year. The first year, 1972, was the band's second gold disc. And now, here's the thing. The Stylistics, there was such a string of hits by the Stylistics that they had that I could do all of it. We could end up doing a Stylistics show, okay? But this one, although everyone loves the Stylistics version of this one, and it was very successful, and it was the first one, but it was remade by so many people. It was remade by It was remade by Prince. It was remade by Angela Bofill, Ramsey Lewis, Freddie Hubbard, The Love Lights, Leah LaBelle, never heard of her, Tuck Andress, Cleveland Eaton, Dionne Warwick, Errol Dunkley, Smokey Robinson and the Miracles, Errol Neville, Tweet, Pat Metheny, After 7, and so on and so forth. Prince. Did I say Prince? Prince did it. Yeah, because I gotta say that again because somebody made me play Prince's version. You remember that? So this is one that's been done by a lot of people. But the definitive version of this song was done by Phyllis Hyman with an assist from Norman Connors. So if we're gonna celebrate Linda Bell, she made it a hit for the Stylistics, but Phyllis Hyman took it to a whole nother level, and I cannot wait to celebrate Phyllis Hyman this June. So from, the great body of Phyllis Hyman, this is Betcha by Golly Wow on Black Gold. Call us.
A spark of magic in your eyes. Candyland appears each time you smile. Never thought that fairy tales come true, but they come true when I'm near you. You're a genie in disguise. Oh, wonder and surprise. Hey, betcha by golly wow. You're the one that I've been waiting for forever. And keep growing strong. Oh, keep growing strong. If I could, I'd catch a falling star to shine on you, so I know where you are. All the rainbows in your favorite shade to show I love you, thinking of you. Write your name bet you by golly, why? Oh, keep growing strong. Hey, hey. Oh, my love, keep growing strong. Moving right along, and you're growing. Oh, growing strong. Moving right and growing. Oh, growing strong. Keep growing. Oh, keep growing strong.
The definitive. Come on. I could play the stylistics for you, but the one and only Phyllis Hyman. Come back in June, the end of June. June 30th is Phyllis Hyman's birthday, and we're going to really, really, really celebrate Phyllis Hyman this year. So that's Betcha by Golly Wow. Now, again, my choice here is to celebrate. You know, Linda Creed and Tom Bell had this string of hits of songs that were first recorded and made hits by the Stylistics. But these were all recorded by other folks, right? So I kind of had this trick, sort of a challenge that I had to deal with. I don't want to end up doing an entire stylistic show. As a matter of fact, there's a good reason for that. I'd actually like to talk to a member of the Stylistics, and then we'll do a stylistic show, right? But to celebrate Linda Creed, who could not be here, we're going through the hits, and the next hit was a hit for the Stylistics that was also written by Linda Creed and Tom Bell. This one was first made a hit for the Stylistics in 1972, that same year, later on, after Bet You by Golly Wow. For the Stylistics, this one went to number 25 on the Hot 100. It went to number 25 on the Adult Contemporary chart. It went to number 6 on the R&B charts. However, since then, it was recorded by such folks as Mark Dorsey. Actually, it was sampled by Rick Ross, sampled by Naughty by Nature. So this is one that has become a cultural staple also. Am I going to bring in the Stylistics? Am I going to bring in someone else? Easy choice. This one was done with excellence by the once and future king of pop. They made him record this one when they was making him record everything in those Motown studios. So let's pull up that Michael Jackson version. This was one for the Stylistics, but Michael elevated it. This is Michael Jackson with the Linda Creed Tom Bill classic, People Make the World Go Round on Black Gold.
Teachers on strike, no more school today. They want more money, but the board won't pay. Everybody's talking about ecology. The air's so polluted that it's hard to breathe. But that's what makes the world go round. The ups and downs, a carousel, changing people's heads around. Go underground, young men. People make the world go round. Old folks judge you by the clothes you wear. They swear you a hippie if you have long hair. Young politicians fight for poverty, while people still cry for equality. But that's what makes the world go round. The ups and downs, a carousel, changing people's heads around. Go underground, young men. People make the world
for the Stylistics in 1972, and also a hit for Michael Jackson in 1972. At least a release for Michael Jackson in 1972. Now, this next one is the first track. Also, this was their third gold record, also written by Linda Creed and Tom Bell. No one does this one better than the Stylistics, so we'll go with the original. I'm Stone in Love with You on Black Gold.
I like to be a great big movie star, overnight sensation, drive a big expensive car. I would buy you everything your little heart desires. These things I do 'cause I'm stone in love with you.
Stone in love with you.
If I were a businessman, I'd sit behind the desk. I'd be so successful, I would scare Wall Street to death. I would hold a meeting for the press to let them know I did it all 'cause I'm stone in love with you.
Stone in love with you.
I'm just a man, an average man, doing everything the best I can. But if I could, I'd give the world to you. I'd like to someday be the owner of the first house on the moon. There would be no neighbors and no population boom. You might say that all I do is dream my life away. I guess it's true 'cause I'm stone in love with you. I guess it's true 'cause I'm stone in love with you. I guess it's true 'cause I'm stone in love with you.
Stone in Love with You. And the next Stylistics, Linda Creed, Tom Bell hit, became a classic that's been remade by so many people that, again, we don't even have introduction time to name them, but this one is You Make Me Feel Brand New. Now, if you have a Stylistics song that you would like to hear, a Philadelphia International song, or if you want to talk to us about that trial, I'm going to remind you, the number's 310-910-9676, extension 1. I'll teach you about Linda Creed, but you can talk to me about Philly Soul and the Stylistics, or however it is that you're feeling on Black Gold today. We celebrate Linda Creed. Turn your music up. Let's go.
My love, I'll never find the words, my love, to tell you how I feel, my love. Mere words could not explain. Precious love, you held my life within your hands, created everything I am, taught me how to live again. you. You built me up and made me sure. You gave my pride back to me. Precious friend, with you I always have a friend. You're someone who I can depend to walk a path that sometimes bends.
Without you, life has no meaning or rhyme, like notes to a song out of time. How can I repay you for having faith in me? God bless you. You made me feel brand new. For God bless me with you. You made me feel brand new. I sing this song for you.
You Make Me Feel Brand New from 1974. Now, that's the Stylistics version. But again, we're celebrating all of these songs, ladies and gentlemen. Every single song that we're playing right now came from the pen, or at least the lyrics came from the pen of Linda Creed, with music by Tom Bell at Philly International Records. Now, in 1972, Linda Creed married her husband, Stephen Lee Epstein, and as though she were taking a cue from that event, she actually recorded that. The next recorded song was that last one. That one has been recorded by so many people. Where's my list of folks here? So let's see, we've got You Make Me Feel Brand New has been done by, I went through this screening as well. Which one should I play, right? But none of them rose to this one. Folks like Babyface did it, Boyz II Men did it, Roberta Flack did it, Ronnie Millsap, Norman Brown, Johnny Mathis, Rod Stewart with Mary J. Blige, Larry Carlton, was sampled on songs by Young Jock with Snoop Dogg and Rick Ross, and some South Korean rappers. So, it's going why I decided not to go with the South Korean rappers, just going ahead with Stylistics, because it's just, it felt like the obvious choice.
Did the name happen to be Psy? About
who are the rappers? You want me to say the name? Let me see. Hold on. I got it. All right. Let me see here. Their name were Verbal Gent. Oh Lord, I can't say this. There's too many of them.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
You about to open up Pandora's box asking me to say some shit. Don't ask me questions like that, Rashid. You should know better. All right. Yeah. Moving on. So we got talking. Yeah. Well,
Betcha by Golly Wow.
Okay. So we got a request for, right? Betcha by Golly Wow. What are you reaching for? We played it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
We did. You played it.
Yes.
You do this.
Yes.
You're involved.
Yes.
Okay. Getting back into the rhythm. I wasn't here last week. So, moving on. So Linda Creed has written some great things there. Another stylistic song, so I had to go into the bag with this one. It's a very pretty one that everybody knows, but they might not know this recording. He is very, very, very highly thought of in the R&B world. We wish him well. He actually put out some new music, but instead of the stylistics recording of this next Linda Creed hit, I'll do the statistics for it afterwards. I want to play, I think this one's from 1990. I'll get back to you on it. But Break Up to Make Up. Instead of the stylistics, I got this by Will Downing. If you've never heard this one before, it's an excellently produced track, so it'd be my pleasure to introduce it to you. You know it by the stylistics. Break Up to Make Up by Will Downing on Black Gold.
Tell me what's
never seem to make you happy, though heaven knows I try. What does it take to please you? Tell me just how I can satisfy you, woman. You're driving me wild. Break up to make up, that's all we do. First you love me, then you hate me. That's a game for fools. When I come home from working, you're on the phone, talking about how bad I treat you. Now tell me I'm wrong. You say that it's me. Why can't I say it's you? We have got to get together, or baby, we're ready to make up, that's all we do. First you love me, then you hate me. That's a game for fools. We break up to make up, that's all we do. First you love me, then you hate me. That's a game for fools. That's all we do. First you love me, then you hate me. That's a crazy, crazy game for fools. We break up to make up, that's all we do. First you love me, then you hate me. That's a crazy, 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 crazy game. We do. First you love me, then you hate me. That's a crazy game, a game for fools. Hey girl, I need you, love you.
Okay. Okay. From 1993, the album was called Love's the Place to Be. And that's Will Downing doing the Linda Creed, Tom Bell hit, first made famous by the Stylistics and later by a whole bunch of folks, including him. So as I always say, right, if you are going to make a remake, do it justice, and he did it. Actually, that album reached number 24 on the R&B charts in 1993. It's got there's another one on there that I really enjoy. So we'll get back to Will Downing. Shouts out to Will Downing wherever you are. Know that he was having some health issues and so forth. So hope that all is well in the world of Will Downing. So moving on with Linda Creed and her prolific career. There was another song that that was made a hit. Also, I believe. Let me just make sure that I got this right. Is this one by the Stylistics as well? I believe so. Hold on, but this is not here for me. Well, in any event, I brought in the Nancy Wilson version, so I'll figure this out on the back end, and we'll play Nancy Wilson. Who did this? It's got to be the Stylistics, but it's not here. So thank you for calming me down, Rashid. I'm disoriented. So You're As Right As Rain is a classic Philly soul song, and we know that Nancy Wilson, the stylist, has to put her special spin on it, right? So yeah, this is Nancy doing it as only she can. We're celebrating Linda Creed, and this is You Are As Right As Rain. Call us on Black Gold.
You're as right as rain, mellow as a shower on a summer's day. You're as right as rain, gentle as a flower, sweet as marmalade. You're made that way. Everyone has a secret dream, quiet thoughts trapped there in a need to open up and tell someone all the things they're hiding from. Sometimes it's a childish game to play, but I don't feel that way. 'Cause you're as right as rain, mellow as a shower on a summer's day. You're as right as rain, gentle as a flower, sweet as marmalade. You're made that way. As a girl, I learned to hide all too well how to keep inside the way I felt about the guy, keep him guessing all the time. Strange how love has changed my head. It made me feel I've been misled. 'Cause you're as right as rain, mellow as a shower on a summer's day. Baby, you're as right as rain, gentle as a flower, sweet as marmalade. You're as right as rain, mellow as a shower on a summer's day. You're as right as rain, gentle as a flower, sweet as
Because there's always room for Nancy Wilson, right? That is from Nancy's 1974 album, All in Love is Fair. And it's a remake made in 74 of the song made a hit in 1972 for the Stylistics off of their Round 2 album, You're As Right As Rain. These are all songs we're celebrating the prolific songwriting career of Miss Linda Creed, who, along with her writing partner, Tom Bell, penned some of the most memorable and durable songs in the soul music canon overall and the Philly soul canon specifically. So as we can see, these songs, they travel throughout the generations, and there's another one here. In 1976, Linda Creed was actually diagnosed with an aggressive form of breast cancer. She underwent radical surgery for breast cancer, and following her mastectomy, she actually was commissioned to wait, hold on for a second. I'm jumping ahead. I want to actually move on to this next one because we should probably save that for later. I'm sorry, guys, I buried the lead. There's one more that was actually a big hit that we want to not jump ahead of. This was a big one for the spinners as well. I do see that there's an online request, so we'll see if we can fit that in as we're at the top of the first hour, top of the second hour. Want to make sure that we get Linda Creed all of the love that she deserves. We'll try to honor the online request. But right now, to sort of close out the big group period of Linda Creed's songwriting career, this is a big one for the spinners. And it's been remade by such folks as Phil Perry and Gladys Knight, and it's become a classic all on its own. So as we celebrate Linda Creed, we gotta make sure we include this one, Love Don't Love Nobody. And if you have some Philly soul, the number's 310-910-9676, extension 1 that you want to hear, you want to talk to me about it. This is Love Don't Love Nobody by the Spinners on Black Gold, celebrating Linda Creed.
Sometimes a girl will come and go. You reach for love, but life won't let you know that in the end you'll still be loving her. But then she's gone, you're all alone. I never learned to give myself. I've been a fool, but right now I need someone else. Well, just like boy blue, I blow my horn if you just lead me home. Baby, I should have known. It takes a fool to learn that love don't love nobody. It takes a fool to learn that love don't love no one. It takes a fool. Sometimes you gotta suffer, make your bed hard, gotta sleep there. Well, it takes a fool. Oh yes it does. That love don't love no one, no one. Sign of pain is on my face. Well, a heartbeat stopped, but I won't take the blame. No. I gave her all the love I had within. My love was strong. Something went wrong. No, yes sir. Love. talk for a minute? You know, like I've always said, I'm not much of a rapper, but the truth I've learned from the time I was a child. You see, I know from experience that, baby, you can't color a thought. And you sure can't touch an emotion. Love, true love is to the bone, to the soul, where heart's the home. And I just got to explain to you how I feel. Cause you see, I've been a fool, but now I love you, and I've learned, baby, I've learned. Well. There's been many who wanted to know, but
All right, also from the great year 1974. Now that one, Love Don't Love Nobody by the Spinners. It was from their album Mighty Love. You know that Mighty, Mighty Love. Love Don't Love Nobody itself reached number 15 on the U.S. pop chart and number 4 on the U.S. R&B chart from 1974. We got a couple more Linda Creed tunes before we move on. I know we're a little bit over the first hour, but I want to make sure that we get at least the last 2 in because they're very important to her career, but also I believe that we got a caller, right, my lady? Somebody on the line, you're live with...
Yes, you are correct.
How you doing?
I am just Ducky, and I am also an avid Linda Creed fan.
So you're familiar with her as a songwriter?
As a songwriter, yes.
Absolutely. Okay, so how am I doing? I mean, you know, Linda Creed is one of the unsung heroes. So what is it that you'd like to say about her, and what would you like to hear from her?
I thought, well, what I was going to say is that she was underrated, though I think she's well recognized within the music world. I don't think that the populace, the general populace, is as aware of her as they would be of, say, a Bernie Taupin or someone like that. They're more a Lennon McCartney kind of thing, but she is definitely underrated as far as that is concerned. And if I'm not mistaken, she's already in the Songwriters Hall of Fame. So,
yes, that's where we're going to end up.
And she deserves to be there.
Yeah, she was inducted in the Songwriters Hall of Fame in 1992. Yes.
Excellent.
I agree. So, yeah. So, do you have since you're familiar with her body of work as a songwriter, I've got 2 more Linda Creed songs. Let's see. Do you have a request? Maybe it's one of these 2. I don't know.
I'm hoping one of them is You Are Everything. By the Stylistics.
All right, well, you know, that ain't one of them, but, you know, we do give the people what they want, so we can go from 2 to 3, I guess. No worries. Stylistics, okay. You Are Everything. Now, let me ask you this. Do you think, because for how many remakes of You Are Everything are you aware of?
I'm only really aware of 2.
2 remakes. Okay, so you got the Stylistics.
2 remakes. One was by Marvin Gaye and Diana Ross, and another one was of Michael McDonald did one. Did You Are Everything too?
Yep. You got that. Okay. Well, I will also mention that it was recorded by. You're gonna love this one. It was interpolated. I don't think it was recorded. It was interpolated. So I guess everything. Mary J. Blige, Rod Stewart did it. Ooh. Judas Priest did it. Roberta Flack did it. David Hasselhoff did it.
Oh my.
Deborah Cox did it. Drew Hill did it, and Vanessa Williams did it. So I'm not trying to clown on anybody. I'm just really enjoying your reactions. But
wow, the Judas Priest one took me up. But yeah, for goodness.
But of
Wow.
course, it was the biggest hit, and also Regina Bell did it. She's not on this list, but I know that she did it on her her recording, "Reaching Back." So yeah, it was the sixth track from their 1971 self-titled debut album For the Stylistics. It was released in 1971, reached number 4 on the Hot 100, number 10 on the R&B charts, and it also reached number 24 on the Easy Listening charts at some point. I get really mad if you put me on the Easy Listening chart. I'm so hot. But anyway, thank you for calling. We're going to make sure that we give the
Okay,
people what
great.
they want on Black Gold. So by request, this would be You Are Everything by the Stylistics on Black Gold. Come on.
Great. Thank you.
You got it.
Today I saw somebody who looked just like you. She walked like you do. I thought it was you. As she turned the corner, I called out your name. I felt so ashamed when it wasn't you. Wasn't you? You are everything, and everything is you. Oh, you are everything, and everything is you. Oh, you are everything, and everything is you. How can I forget when each face that I see brings back memories of being with you? I just can't go on living life as I do, comparing each girl to you. No, they just won't do. They're not you. You are everything, and everything is you. Oh, you are everything, and everything is you. Oh, you are everything, and everything is you.
All right. We give the people what they want. And that is You Are Everything by the Stylistics by request. Time being the tyrant, I want to make sure that we move ahead to what is arguably the sort of, I guess you could say, the sort of capstone career song in terms of success and reach for Linda Creed. And that would be this next one. As I was beginning to mention before, in 1976, Linda Creed was diagnosed with breast cancer, and she underwent radical surgery for breast cancer. And then 1 month she actually had a mastectomy, and in 1 month following the mastectomy, she was commissioned to write lyrics for the theme of a motion picture that was based on the life of Muhammad Ali. This song went on to be, so it's the song that she wrote lyrics for. The music was composed by Michael Masser, and the film was released in 1976. The film was called The Greatest, and this was the title song. It's called The Greatest Love of All. It was originally recorded in 1977 by George Benson, released on the soundtrack album for The Greatest. For George Benson, it was actually a significant single that year. It was a substantial hit. It went to number 2 on the R&B charts, and it was the first top 10 hit ever for Arista Records, and it ended the year in number 33. It also reached, number 3 on Cashbox Top 100 R&B chart, and number 4 on the Record World R&B Singles chart, also charted in Canada. So this was a big hit for George Benson off of this soundtrack. And as a youngster, because I was, those of us who are Gen Xers, we were 10 and under or so in the 70s when this was the version of the song. And I know that a decade later, it was released by Whitney Houston And it seemed like over time, this version got completely lost. So I've even talked to people who are actually my age, and I say, yeah, right, but the George Benson version, they go, yeah, what? So it's my pleasure to hopefully remind everyone that, again, substantial hit for George Benson, of course, made world famous by Whitney Houston, but do remember that it originally had this, and this is Linda Creed's sort of capstone song, The Greatest Love of All, as delivered by only George Benson, or the way only George Benson could do it on Black Gold.
I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be. Everybody's searching for a hero. People need someone to look up to. I never found anyone who fulfilled my need. A lonely place to be. So I learned to depend on me. I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadow. If I fail, if I succeed, at least I'll live as I believe. No matter what they take from me, they can't take away my dignity. Because the greatest love of all was happening to me. I found the greatest love of all inside of me. The greatest love of all is easy to achieve. Learning to love yourself is the greatest love of all. I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be. I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadow. If I fail, if I succeed, at least I'll live as I believe. No matter what they take from me, they can't take away my dignity. Because if by chance that special place that you've been dreaming of leads you to a lonely place, find your strength in love.
Now, no disrespect to Whitney Houston, never, ever, ever that. But I mean, that's the key I learned it in. And it's important to note, you know, that those lyrics to that song were written by Linda Creed in the midst of her struggle with breast cancer. So those words are not only written to evoke the theme of sort of the greatest Muhammad Ali, but they're also written to describe her feelings about coping with the great challenges, not only of breast cancer, but the challenges one must face in life, being strong during those challenges, whether you succeed or fail, and passing that strength on to children to carry with them into their adult lives. So the song performed really, really, really well for George Benson. I'm sure that Linda Creed could only have been, you know, astonished and beyond grateful that Whitney Houston recorded it in December of 1984, and it did what it did. Linda Creed actually passed away from breast cancer on April 10th, 1986 at the age of 37. She was survived by her husband, Stephen Epstein, who was a longtime music promoter around Philadelphia, and she was survived by their two daughters, Ronnie Lee and Dana Creed. In 1990, Phyllis Hyman released the album from her album, which was called Living All Alone. It included one of the sort of final pieces of Linda Creed's songwriting career, and it's one that Phyllis was especially proud of, and Phyllis would become particularly emotional about when she would sing. So as we close out this Linda Creed and make sure that we must show some love on DMX, I want to just go quickly to this clip of Phyllis Hyman not only singing this song but telling you about it. Let's go.
The song was written by Linda Creed, a very talented writer. She's a lyricist, and throughout the 70s and early 80s, she wrote most of the hits that came out of Philadelphia International, the Philly sound. Not most of them, but her and Tom Bell wrote quite a few of them. She wrote the lyrics to Bet You by Golly Wow. She wrote the lyrics to I Don't Want to Lose You, the lyrics to The Greatest Love of All, and she had been battling cancer for 12 years. And Tom Bell gave the tune to me, and I fell in love with it, like that very afternoon. And we got in touch with her because I wanted to do some things with the song, and I wanted to know if it was okay. And she said, hey, it's fine. But I didn't know she was sick. But Tom told me she was toward the end, and I got real freaked out because I knew the type of cancer she had. Bone cancer was very painful. And so I talked to her, and I told her how much I love the song, and she said, Phyllis, this is a real bad one. And she was telling me. And she wanted to hear the song, so I got frantic. I said, make sure you send it out immediately. She heard it, and I talked to her before she died. And it's very difficult to perform the song because that's one of the last songs she ever wrote, and I had a chance to record it, you know. So it's just a real special song. I'm very grateful to have been one of the artists to have a chance to do one of her last pieces of work.
1,000,000 times or more I've thought about you. The years of tears, the laughter, things we used to do are memories that warm me like a sunny day. You touch my life in such a special way. I miss the way you ran your fingers through my hair. Those crazy nights we cuddled in your easy chair. Oh no, I won't let foolish pride turn you away. I'll take you back, whatever price I pay. Oh friend, It's so nice to feel you hold me again. No, it doesn't matter where you have been. My heart welcomes you back home again. Remember those romantic walks we used to take? You held my hand in such a way my knees would shake. You can't imagine just how much I've needed you. I've never loved someone as I loved you. Oh, friend, it's so nice to feel you hold me again. Oh, it doesn't matter where you have been. My heart welcomes you back. Oh, friend, this is where our happy ending begins. Yes, I'm sure this time that we're gonna win. Welcome back into my life again. Yes, I tried to live my life without you, knowing I had lost my closest friend. Though I fell in love from time to time, knowing I would never find the kind of love I had when you were mine. Oh, friend, it's so nice to feel you hold me again. No, it doesn't matter where you have been. My heart welcomes you back. Oh, friend, this is where our happy ending begins. Yes, I'm sure this time that we're gonna win. Welcome back into my life again. Welcome back into my life again. Welcome back into my life again.
So from this day forward, when you think of Philly Soul, when you think of Gamble and Huff, when you think of Philly Soul, I hope from this day forward you will think of Linda Creed as well. We've got a little bit more time. So a couple weeks ago, we lost the legend of East Coast hip hop. You know, this is actually my favorite rapper as far as rappers go, and I don't have a whole lot of them, right? But I love this dude, and we'll talk about it when we get back. I wanted to do this last week. I wasn't here. If it feels old, please forgive me. But if you want to call or celebrate them with me, we're celebrating DMX. Make sure you're listening to us on the app, because YouTube is probably going to kick us off for this. Let's turn it up. DMX.
The bullshit, the drama, the guns, the armor, the city, the farmer, the babies, the mama, the projects, the drugs, the children, the thugs, the tears, the hugs, the love, the slugs, the funerals, the wakes, the churches, the coffins, the heartbroken mothers. It happens too often. The problems, the things we use to solve them. Yonkers, the Bronx, Brooklyn, Harlem, the hurt, the pain, the dirt, the rain, the jerk, the fame, the work, the game, the friends, the foes, the bins, the hoes, the studios, the shows, comes and it goes. The jealousy, the envy, the phony, the friendly, the one that gave him the slugs, the one that put him in me. The snakes, the grass, too long to see. The lawnmower sitting right next to the tree. system, harassment, the options, get shot, go to jail, or get your ass kicked. The lawyers, the part, they are of the puzzle. The release, the warning, try not to get in trouble. The snitches, the eyes, probation, parole, the new charge, the bail, the warrant, the hole, the cell, the bus, the ride, a car, the greens, the boots, the yard, you caught, the fighting, the stabbing, the pulling, the grabbing, the riot squad with the captain. Nobody knows what happened. The 2 years in a box, revenge, the plots, the 23 hours that's locked, the 1 hour that's not, the silence, the dark, the mind, so fragile, the wish that the streets would have took you when they had you, the days, the months, the years, despair, one night on my knees, here it comes, the prayer. Kids, the life that I live. Through the night, I was his. It was right what I did. My ups and downs, my slips, my falls, my trials and tribulations, my heart, my walls, my mother, my father. I love them, I hate them. Wish God I didn't have them, but I'm glad that he made them. The roaches, the rats, the strays, the cats, the guns, knives, and bats. Every time I scrap, the hustling, the dealing, the robbing, the stealing, the shit hit the ceiling. Little boy with no feelings, the frustration, rage. Trapped inside a cage, the beatings till the age. I carried a 12 gauge. Somebody stop me, somebody come and get me. Little did I know that the Lord was riding with me. The dark, the light, my heart, the fight, the wrong, the right, it's gone. I don't know.
I want to make sure we get to the see what I brought in like just basically my favorite X tune. See, there they go. They're gonna kick us right off, but I don't care. All right, so that's who we be, right? That's the. See, I feel like I almost can't speak to this with the right level of like credibility because everybody knows like, and this is something. I know it's almost kind of like opportunistic that I couldn't make it in here last week, right? Because, you know, I'm not a street dude, you know what I mean? Clearly, right? I think that, you know, that's it. But that having said that, I'm not unfamiliar with them. I just am not trying to stay there. From there, not trying to stay there. But please don't make me go back there. I'm that dude. You know what I mean? I struggle with the dual impulses, right? So, although I try to, me and DMX, we don't speak the same. We don't carry ourselves the same, right? We're from the same place, you better believe it. So they don't know who we be. I feel them on that. You know what I mean? They don't know. And we really don't want to have to show you. But anyway, that song, I got to do the history. Peaked at number 60, Billboard Hot 100. That one came out in 2001. Fun fact, that one was nominated for the Grammy Award for Best Solo Performance, but it lost. What did it lose to? It lost to Get Your Freak On by Missy Elliott. So history is what it is. I mean, what you gonna do? You know what I mean? But I just want to make sure that we, you know, show respect to DMX. This is the dude who, you know, Roxanne Shante. I was gonna bring this thing in last week, but because we don't have time, I'm not gonna really go through it. But Roxanne Shante posted this really like powerful statement about understanding where he came from and why. Because, you know, going through the foster care system kind of messes with your soul a little bit. And I've been there personally. I try not to get too personal on this show. I'm trying to save that for a book or something, or at least until there's enough people looking to actually matter, right? But I've been through that system myself. So she was talking about how he got this gruff, right? This anger and everything, and how everybody thinks you're mean and everything. They've said that to Shantae. They say that to me here too. You know what I mean? And I think that you should. I recommend everybody, in an interest of time, recommend that everybody take a look at Roxanne Shantae's statement on DMX. Real emotional, really, really, really raw. Ripped my heart out, and I was like, that's her story, that's his story, it's my story too. So even though DMX and I don't sound much alike, we don't act much alike, we don't do many of the same things, I can certainly relate to the brother. So I brought in my favorite DMX tunes. You got anything you want to say, Rashid? I feel like you chomping at the bit over there. Go ahead.
Oh no, it's just a sad moment just to see him pass, because on the day before we were fighting for him just to make it, and then the next day find out that you couldn't make it. Like when you're without oxygen for like 30 minutes from having a stroke, you know, what can you do?
I'm gonna say this. They often say when people pass away, they're like, oh, he's in a better place, right? And that's just something that people say, right?
Right.
In this case, I actually think that is honestly the truth. You know what I mean? I'm glad that he got a chance to be celebrated on Versus. And I'm glad that we get a chance to celebrate him here too a little bit. Like I said, Black Gold is generally not that much of a hip hop show because I produce it. But if there's a rapper that I got love for and that I have an insane amount of respect for, and a male rapper too, because I love the ladies, the older ones anyway. We ain't talking about them. Okay. But I love DMX, and so if I'm going to bring in my favorites, if you have got a request, we got 15-20 minutes, we might be able to squeeze it in. So if you got some DMX that you want to hear that I probably didn't bring in, give us a call, 310-910-9676. I want to make sure we get this one off though, from his first record, right? This record came out in 1998. Among the hits on the record, Get At Me Dog, Stop Being Greedy, How's It Going Down? But this was the big one, and this was actually Swiss Beats' first record. Let's have DMX tell you about it.
Swiss Beats' first record, and that was one of the fastest songs I wrote. I wrote it in about 15 minutes, and I actually didn't want to write it. I didn't want to do that song. The beat was simple and repetitive, you know what I mean? And the flow I came up with was just like so many other songs with so much substance. I was like, the song is like fucking ABCs, like elementary. Niggas wanna die, niggas wanna die, niggas wanna like. I'm glad I did do it. You know what I mean? I listened. It was like, yo, just do it, just do this. And it worked out. I wrote 2 other songs that same night. I wrote Fucking With D and Let Me Fly that same night. So it was like, all right, I can do this. Like, all right, you want it? Yeah. I would never revisit it because, I mean, we did a remix to it, but like, I wouldn't do another version of it because it is its own thing. My dogs go, their dogs go, and here we go. First we had a light, now they like, what baby? My dogs go, their dogs go, and here we go. First we had a light, now they like, what baby? And yo, niggas wanna lie, niggas wanna try, niggas wonder why, niggas wanna die. All I know is pain, all I feel is rain. How can I maintain? Madness on my brain. I been short the violence, my niggas moving silent. You don't know what I style. Woodstock is the wildest. My niggas is with it, come and get it. Took it, then we split it. What the fuck you gonna do when we run up on you? Fucking with the wrong rules, don't know what we gon' do. I'ma have to stroke it. How easy it is to blow it. Find out it's the moment. That's running with you. Nothing we can't handle. Break it up with this mantle. Light it up like a candle. Just as I can't stand you. Put my shit on tapes like you bustin' grapes. Think you holding weight, then you. My dogs go, your dogs go, and then we go. First we had a light, now they like, what baby? My dogs go, your dogs go, and then we go. First we had a light, now they like, what baby? Nigga, this shot niggas crazy. Plus you with me swing, stop acting like a baby. Nosy people get it too. When you see me spit it too,
gon' shut them down, open up shop. First we had them like, oh, now they like, no. Baby! Actions when I hit y'all niggas hard. Y'all niggas hard. Break y'all niggas raw. Bag your niggas raw. Remember me fucked up? I had you scared to talk. My name is Ring Bell. Pay attention to hell. I'll make your thoughts propel. Ain't hard to tell. Never really wanted it, so the mic get jumped and running it. 16 shots on the head. The niggas about to again. Don't you know who else to spit? It's not for the crowd. By the end of it, got it's gonna be like no X-scripted. Did my thing as usual, just never gonna stop. Cats can't be real. I got this shit locked. Let a game of a joke. Get a name that gets smoked. Simple as that. Simple as
All right. I want to make sure we get in the big three, all right? So, Rashid, don't let me say too much. Let's just keep going. This next one, we got DMX also breaking down the anatomy of another one of his hits. So, let's go to 15. Come on.
I was coming up with songs and I was going to the studio after I would finish filming. So Joe Silver got a studio bus, which he put on the movie lot. You know, after filming, we'd go ride the bus and, you know, bang joints out. And I let him hear a couple songs. Like, oh, I need it for the movie. I had to stop letting him hear songs because, you know, it was, right, wrong. He's like, I want it for the movie. And then that's gonna give it to you. That song was supposed to be on my 5th album, but he was like, I need it for the movie. I'm like, all right, fuck it. He's like, I'm gonna shoot the video and all that. And I said, all right. I said, well, as long as I can do the soundtrack, you can have the song for the movie. I got the soundtrack, so we get the song for the movie. It's all good, but I did want it for my album. I got a huge weight on my shoulders. You know what I'm saying? I'm responsible for my music, you know what I'm saying? And each album has to do many things. Many things. I take that into consideration as I'm recording them, as I'm doing them, you know what I'm saying? I don't take that responsibility lightly.
X gon' give it to you. Wait for you to get it on your own. X gon' deliver to you. Knock, knock, open up the door, it's real. With the non-stop pop out and stainless steel. Go hard getting busy with it. But I got such a good heart that I make the motherfucker wonder if you get it. Damn right, and I do it again. Cause I am right, so I got to win. Break bread with the enemy. No matter how many cats I break bread with, I break who you sending me. You motherfucker never wanted nothing but your life saved. That's on a life day, I'm getting down, like it said freeze. But won't be the one ending up on his knees, please. If the only thing you can't steal was came out to play, stay out my way, mother. First we gonna rock, then we gonna roll, then we let it pop, don't let it go. X gon' give it to you, he gon' give it to you. X gon' give it to you, he gon' give it to you. First we gonna rock, then we gonna roll, then we let it pop, don't let it go. X gon' give it to you, he gon' give it to you. X gon' give it to you, he gon' give it to you. He ain't never gave nothing to me, but every time I turn around, cats got their hands out, wanting something from it. I ain't got it, so you can't get it. Let's leave it at that, cause I ain't with it. Hit it with full strength, I'm a jail, so I face the world like a girl in the bullpen. You against me, me against you. Whatever, whenever you gon' do, I'm a wolf in sheep clothing. Only that you know who can chill, come back and get the streets open. I've been doing this for 19 years. Wanna fight me, fight these tears. I put in work and it's all for the kids. But these cats done forgot what work is. They don't know who we be looking, but they don't know who they see. First we gonna rock, then we gonna roll, then we let it pop, don't let it go. X gon' give it to ya, he gon' give it to ya. X gon' give it to ya, he gon' give it to ya. First we gonna rock, then we gonna roll, then we let it pop, don't let it go. X gon' give it to ya, he gon' give it to ya. X gon' give it to ya, he gon' give it to ya. Hey yo, where my dad? I know I got them down in the greens, give them love and they give it back. Joke too much for too long. Don't give up, you're too strong. Love to the wild, wild hunters. Shout out to that done it. And it ain't even about the dough. It's about getting down for what you stand for, yo. For real. We gonna rock, then we gonna roll, then we let it pop, don't let it go. X gon' give it to ya, he gon' give it to ya. X gon' give it to ya, he gon' give it to ya. First we gonna rock, then we gonna roll, then we let it pop, don't let it go. X gon' give it to ya, he gon' give it to ya. X gon' give it to ya, he gon' give it to ya. First we gonna rock, then we gonna roll, then we let it pop, don't let it go. X gon' give it to ya, he gon' give it to ya. X gon' give it to ya, he gon' give it to ya.
All right. So we want to make sure we give respect where it's due. Now that one was, let's see, Hot 100 peaked at 60. R&B hip hop charts number 30 on the Hot Rap Songs Number 13 from 2002, X Gonna Give It To You. Actually, it also got popular again in 2016 because of the film Deadpool that it came out in. So we got a couple more. Yeah, I don't think y'all can call us, right, Rashid? They can't call us. We got this, right? Yeah. Okay. So I got two more. There's the one that I love the best, right? I want to make sure we get this one in. And then, of course, there's the big hit from his career, right? So I feel blessed that we were able to get these clips of DMX talking about how he came up with these songs. So let's see him explain how he came up with the one that's my favorite. Let's go.
That was the third album in Miami, recorded a joint, and Irv brought me that beat. Irv Gotti brought me that beat. We were almost finished with the album. He's like, yo, I got the fucking banger for you. And so he put on, I was like, whoa, come on, damn. That shit's crazy. It's just like, yeah, I wrote that kind of fast too. No, I'm angry all the time. Like, it was a good time. You know, we had a lot of fun down there in Miami, third album, what? You know, when I get in that studio, it's a whole other situation. It's like, fuck you, suck my dick, fuck out of here, and bitch ass nigga, I'll kill you. Like, you know. It's kind of who I am. Sometimes people want to feel worse. You know what I mean? They don't always want to feel better. Like however the fuck you want to feel, there should be a song that helps you feel that way. You know what I'm saying? That you can just ride to and then, you know, just feel like you want to feel. Who the fuck wants to be happy all the time? You get taken advantage of all the time. Nobody will take you serious. Happy all the time. Get the fuck out of here.
Come on! What? Come on! What y'all really want? What y'all really want? DMX! Come on! What? Ride or die! Hey yo, what's my name? DMX and I'll be the best. You see the rest, they looking like they need a rest. One more time! I'ma spit at you some hits that's gon' get at you, be messing with your mind. Stop talking quick, cause you out there running your mouth, really don't know who you dealing with. Here we go again. How many times do I have to tell you rap cats I have no friends? Come on, still acting up, running around here like some brand new chickens that's about to get plucked. The game don't stop. I'm still getting down for whatever, whenever. That's why this joint is hot. You can't keep it real. Now, some of us do, but most of us don't. That's just how a brother feel. I shed blood for my people that'll keep you looking see-through. If ever you try to creep through, DMX, one and we got it, come and get it, player. We with it. All you gotta do is set it, baby. Ride or die. What y'all really want? What y'all really want? DMX, one and we got it, come and get it, player. We with it. All you gotta do is set it, baby. Ride or die. What y'all really want? What y'all really want? Still playing games. You gon' think it's a joke. They no longer remember your name. That's how we do it. Make cowards disappear in thin air by putting things to them. Never coming back. Last time you saw that kid, the last time you'll see that kid. No more deaths. Cause in a minute you gon' have grandma being the only family member left. Bust my guns. If I got to kill a sucker, I'm always down for the one-on-one. Go light. We gon' get to the bottom of this here. If it takes all night. Stop, drop, open up shop. Fake up, nothing, screaming for the top. Ride or die. But what that means is that I'll tell money, bye-bye. Pop in his right eye. Cause if it's one and we got it, come and get it, player. We with it. All you gotta do is set it, baby. Ride or die. What y'all really want? What y'all really want? Cause if it's one and we got it, come and get it, player. We with it. All you gotta do is set it, baby. Ride or die. What y'all really want? What y'all really want? Still playing games. You gon' think it's a joke till they no longer remember your name. Chickens, that's how we do. They cowards disappear in thin air by putting things through them. I'm not a present. Last time you saw that kid, the last time you'll see that kid. No, stay dancing. In a minute you gon' have grandma being the only family member left. That's my gun. Sucker, I'm always down for the one-on-one. Night. We gon' get to the bottom of this here. If it takes all night.
Hey.
Open up shop.
All right. How much time I got, Rashid? Can I do one more?
Yes.
I can do one more. I told you this is the one that got me. See, it's very impressive. These are clean versions. I didn't even know I did that. I'm so responsible. That's what's my name. That's my favorite X. That's my favorite X cut. All time. Peaked at number 67 on the Hot 100. And we got a rap chart. We got a rap chart position. Yes, number 11 on the rap chart. Number 23 on R&B hip hop chart. Something called U.S. Rhythmic. Is this number 33? So we know what the biggest hit of his career was, right? It's this one, right? Pretty much, right? Like this is the one. This is like the closest thing to a pop hit he had, right?
Yes.
All right. So we got to wrap up Black Gold. I see that we have an online request for X and Aaliyah. Apologies, time won't permit that. We definitely want to end with this one. If we didn't end with this one, it would be almost sacrilege, right? Let's have him tell us about it.
The album's done. And they can switch with this fucking beat. I'm like, whoa, my God, this shit is crazy. Like, right, I thought, it was hit with What's My Name, and then then Swiss hit me with Party Up, and I was like, bananas. And I feel like I had something to prove too. You know what I mean? Because at that point, I was the only artist in history had their first 2 albums debut at #1, and I have 2 platinum albums in 1 year. So I'm like, I gotta do it again. I'm like, all right, motherfuckers think it's a joke. Like, all right, I'm gonna show you something. It took me 13 years to get a fucking record deal. You go get more than a couple albums out of me. My music is not just for the moment. It's forever.
Woo! Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. If I got to bring it to you cowards, then it's gonna be quick. All your men that been in jail before, suck my dick. And all the motherfuckers you run with, get done with, done quick. How the fuck you going poke the dog with some bum shit? They go to gun click. Now I'm one shit, all over some dumb shit. Ain't that some shit? They niggas remind me of a strip club. Cause every time you come around, it's like, what? I just gotta get my dick sucked. And I don't know who the fuck you think you talking to, but I'm not him, I Slim, so watch what you do. Or you gon' find yourself buried next to someone else. And we all thought you loved yourself, but that couldn't have been the issue. Or maybe they just saying that now cause they miss you. Shit, a nigga tried to diss you. That's why you laying on your back, looking at the roof of the church. Preacher telling the truth and it hurts. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. Off the chain, I leave niggas soft in the brain. Cause niggas still want the fame, off the name. First of all, you ain't rap long enough to be fucking with me. You ain't strong enough. So whatever it is you puffin' on, I got you thinking that you Superman. I got the kryptonite, and I smack him with my dick in the mic. Y'all niggas is characters, not even good actors. What's gonna be the outcome? Let's add up all the factors. You whack, you twisted, your girl's a hoe. You broke, the kid ain't yours, and everybody know. Your own man say you stupid. You be like, so, I love my baby mother, I never let her go. I'm tired of weak ass niggas whining over foot that don't belong to them. Fuck is wrong with them? They fucking up for real niggas like my mans and them, who get it all in the strip for their hands with them. Man, y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. I bring down rain so heavy it hurts the head. No more talking. Put him in the dirt instead. You keep walking, that you trying to end up red. Cause if I end up dead, I end up dead. Cause you's a soft type nigga, fake up north type nigga, push like a soft fight nigga. Dog is a dog, blood thicker than water. We done been through the mud and we quicker to slaughter. The bigger the order, the more guns we run out. When up in there, everybody come out. When the body burn out, sun in the sun out. I'ma keep the gun out. Nigga running his mouth, I'ma blow his lung out. Listen, your ass is about to be missing. You know who gon' find you? Some old man fishing. Grandma wishing your soul's at rest, but it's hard to digest with the sound of the hole in your chest. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here.
So Rashid is giving me that look, y'all. He's giving me that look that says, you ain't got to go home, but you got to get up out of here. So I'm wrapping up. We're wrapping up this tribute to DMX. We love DMX, man. His walk will never ever be forgotten. There's going to be a memorial service for DMX on the 24th over there in Brooklyn at the Barclays Center. I think about 10% of the folks will be allowed in. So I wish I were home. I'm sure New York will send DMX off in style. So rest in peace, Earl Simmons, aka DMX. And this is the point where we shout out community partners. So if you want to be a community partner, reach out to us, radioblackgold.com/sponsors. Find out how to be one. As always, I thank you, Kevin Nash. I thank you, the boss man, for the time and the space. Thank you, everyone who listens dutifully and loyally every week. I see you. I love you. You are Black Gold. Thank you, Rashid. Make sure you stay tuned for James the Music Man and Classic Jams. Life's a celebration. We'll do it again next week. I'm Tariq King. Bye.
Black gold, black gold. You are black gold. You are black gold, black gold. You are black gold. You are.
Black Gold is a production of King Things, LLC. Oh, yeah, it is. And Accelerated Radio Network, Los Angeles, California.